So the final video in this series of early sowings is probably what you might say some slightly more unusual vegetables. The first one is Kohl Rabi. It's a I think it's a Japanese type vegetable. People put it in stir fries, people grate it into salads and things like that. It's got quite a distinctive flavour, so I'm just going to have a go at growing something like that. Next one, I don't really call it vegetable or a herb, but it's fennel, bulb fennel, Florence fennel people call it, a whole number of different names, but as the name suggests, it bulbs up. Again, put it in salads, you can put it in stir fries, you can braise it, you can bake it in the oven, a whole number of things that you can do with it. It's quite a versatile vegetable. And then you probably wouldn't term it as a unusual vegetable, although quite out of favour vegetable I suppose now, is turnips. I'm going to grow some Milan purple turnips seeds, and so that's the three that I'm doing in this video. So same thing as previously, I've got a 40 cell seed tray. I've put in some multi compost, some nice quality compost there, and I've mixed it with probably probably a half of vermiculite, so you can see that the white in the potting mix is vermiculite, which is an expanded rock which doesn't have any kind of value nutritionally, but it aids the drainage. Seeds don't like being stood in wet, so that is exactly what the aim of the vermiculite is. It's an expanded rock, as I said, that they heat up to make it really light. Not only does it help with the drainage, but it also holds moisture as well if it gets dry, once it gets dry, so it just stops it from getting waterlogged but keeps it nice and moist, which is hopefully the ideal scenario for seed germination. We've got quite a few seeds there. They look quite similar to the brassicas. I'm not even sure whether turnips may be part of the brassica family, I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do here, 3 or 4, and I'm going to multi-sow them again. 3 or 4 in a clump, and what will happen is these will stay as clumps all the way through their life. So I'm going to do half a tray of turnips. Have a good go with them. I've not got that many seeds, to be fair. Probably a few more than I thought, but they will soon go with putting 4 or 5 seeds in each cell. And then, as I say, they'll be planted out as a clump when they germinate in probably 3-4 weeks time. So that's the turnips. Put the rest back in the packet. So now we have a look at the Kohl Rabi. This one's called Green Delicacy. You can get purple ones as well. This one's just a very light green. So again, very similar looking seed, but what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to multi-sow these as such. I'm going to put up to 2 or 3 in a cell, and then when they start to grow, I'll thin them out to 1. So there we go, that's Kohl Rabi. So that just leaves the fennel, which again, I'm not multi-sowing, So I'm just going to sow these. These are slightly different. I'll show you these. You can cook with fennel seeds, I think. You can see that they're a slightly different seed. So again, I'm going to aim for 2 and see where we go from there. One of those has landed in the Kohl Rabi, so I'm just going to leave that and I'll fish that out when it starts to germinate, or if it starts to germinate. And there we go. All that we need to do now is cover them over with a light dusting of compost. Again, using the rule that try to cover them twice the depth of the seed. So as you can see, these were all quite small seeds, so they're not going to need a massive amount of compost on the top there. So it's just a case of a light sprinkling, and then I'm going to push them down when I've finished, and there we go. So just make sure that all the seeds there are in contact with the compost to give them the best start. And there we go. Last thing to do, well, second last thing to do, is label. So we've got fennel, we've got turnips, and we've got kohlrabi. So there we go. That's some more seeds. What I'll do now is I'll take them home, and they will be put under the grow lights. Not sure about how long they'll take to germinate. I'll just have to see. But basically, keep them under the grow lights until they start to germinate, and turn the grow lights down a little bit, just so they don't get leggy. And then, so it's the 22nd of February today, so we are well into the sowing season now, well, the sowing season for the very early vegetables. So hopefully 3-4 weeks maybe, these will be ready to be planted straight out into the allotment. Be no hardening off, no no treating them any differently than just taking them straight out of the cells and straight into the ground. So there we go. That's fennel, kohlrabi, and turnips. So that's the end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've got something from it. As I say, this is not an instructional video particularly. It's more just me sharing my learning experience with the new allotment. So as I say, I'm quite prepared that there's going to be some things that might not go to plan, but hopefully all of the seeds that I've just planted, as I say, go back to the house under the grow lights, and then in a few weeks' time I'll be showing you, hopefully, fingers crossed, that they will be sown out in the allotment. As I say, you've been watching Andy and Katie's allotment YouTube channel. If you've not been on the channel before, then please subscribe. It does really help with the videos if you do support and subscribe. If you are already a subscriber, then please carry on watching and spreading the word to other people. If it say when you press that subscribe button, you will get notification of all future videos, and you'll be able to follow us through this journey with Andy and Katie's allotment. So check us out on YouTube. Okay, until the next time then, it's goodbye from me and happy gardening.